Hello everyone, this is Jay and I have my voice back, which is awesome, but I won't be able to give you an update full of energy like I usually do because I'm still not 100%, but I'm still gonna give you this quick update of what I bought as a DCA investor on Friday on the dividend portfolio and the weekly challenge results. So let's go first into the updates tab to take a look at what I bought. And I started, of course, with what I told you we are going to do is buy one whole share of SCHD every Friday, bought one share at $28.55, and I'm going to be doing that moving forward. Maybe some weeks I might buy two shares, but as of right now, I am going to do at least one share every Friday of SCHD with the new share price after the split, which is awesome. Definitely motivating. I like my new strategy. Let me know in the comment section if you're also doing the same thing, because or what is going to be your strategy with SCHD moving forward. That's going to be awesome. Then the next one, I put $15 into Vanguard's high yield dividend ETF VYM. $15 at a share price of $130.17. This ETF has been performing very, very nice in pricing, which is awesome. And then I put $10 into FXAIX at a share price of $202.02. And then my last buy was $6 into Pfizer, ticker symbol PFE, at a share price of $29.10. Total in purchases $59.52. I still have another $40 extra on the side, which is for the weekly challenge, which when we go right here into the results, of course, everybody knew who was going to win. Even Marcellus right here says, Jay, you know exactly what happens every time you put Visa up against anybody, and Visa won 47% of the votes. I just checked it this morning again and it had like 50 something percent of the votes. So Visa won the weekly challenge. So what I did, it was this past week on October 8th, I bought $40. I told you I was going to do between $30 and $40 into Visa. Share price was at $275.50. It purchased 0.145 shares for me right now to continue to build up that position right there. And if we go back into my dividend portfolio, I have $40 extra from the $100 that I deposited, which I'm going to put into Visa on Monday when the market opens. And then my cash position, I'm going to show you in a second my dividend portfolio. In my cash position, it continues to grow, and I received on October 2nd $36.66 from my Fidelity credit card that I have. I receive points from it. I usually only use it for like daily buys, and sometimes I use it for going out to eat, because if I did my budget well, I take my family out to eat on Sundays. Usually that's our day to do things, to do activities or anything like that, or go out somewhere. So I usually take them out with that card, and then I pay it off the following week when I get paid. So I received $36.66 from it. This $36.66, I think I'm going to use it next week for SCHD. So I'm most likely going to be buying two shares of SCHD next week. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can see that buy when I make it next week. And as you can see, this is the dividend portfolio right here. If we go to the right a little bit, it's at $17,624 in market value right now. Performance 14% in the green, $2,200 in unrealized gains as of right now. As you can see, SCHD is my largest position right here. 14% in the green in share price performance as of right now. My cost per share, my new cost per share is $24.97. The share price is at $28.54. And right now I have 151 shares. So I'm still going to buy some more shares this year. Now I'm going to be buying pretty much like full shares. I was buying fractional shares this whole time for like the past 2 years into SCHD, and now I'm gonna be buying whole shares. So I'm gonna be doing that moving forward until the share price goes way higher, that I probably won't be able to, and I would like to add into my other positions. But please leave it in the comment section. How many shares do you have now post split of SCHD. I'm really excited to see this amount of shares, right? My money has not changed, right? My market value is still pretty much the same. Total cost basis, everything is the same. I just um, the shares only got split, 3 for 1, but nothing has changed pretty much into SCHD. But I really like it because then 10 years from now, or maybe like 12 years from now, it should be going back up into the 70s, 60s, and maybe even 80s. You just never know, right? How the market will perform, or maybe it won't perform that well. Maybe it will be in the 50s. But I do believe in SCHD long term, and that's why I'm gonna continue building this position. As of right now, it is, if we go into my holdings tab, it's 24.5% of my dividend portfolio. So I'm going to continue to build that position. VYM is another one. I do wish that they do a share split also. That would be awesome if they do, because right now the share price is at $130 and 11 cents, and my cost per share is at $112. Right here, I have 14 shares, so I'm almost at 15 shares on VYM, and 16, pretty much 16% in the green in performance. And as you can see, Visa is at 3.398 shares as of right now. Share price is at $277, and my cost per share is $269. In the green by 3%. I'm gonna continue building this position. I have $914 already invested in this company right here, and I started this position like a couple months ago. I didn't start it that long ago, but I've been very bullish on Visa, and I wanted to be on my top 5 at least in my dividend portfolio. And then Pfizer was my last buy for this week, right? So this one is the only position in the red at a negative 9% in share price performance. But I'm going to continue to build this position slowly. It pays me um, a dividend of 42 cents, which is awesome. 5% yield on cost, over 5% yield on cost. That's one of the things that I like about Pfizer. It's a company that has been in business for many decades. So I want to continue to build this position as of right now, and continue to hold it long term. And one of my last ones is Apple, that I do want to continue buying more into this position, but I gotta do some research to see at what share price. As of right now, I feel like it's a bit overpriced, but this is a small position that I do want to grow. Right now, it dropped into my last position because I've been buying all my other positions uh, in they have been growing and growing. Like for example, Vici has also it's also another position I want to grow. Especially it pays dividends in those off months like January, April, July, and October. That's another reason why I like Vici, and I want to grow that position even more. Same thing with Kenview. February, May, August, and November. I need to grow these positions right here so they can pay me larger dividends. But also, Apple is one that pays me in those off months, February, May, August, and November. So I do want to buy some more, even though the dividend yield is small. But um, let let me do some research, see what will be the next best price for Apple, so I can pick up some more shares. And if we go to the right, we see the estimated yearly dividends. I already changed and updated the SCHD dividend to an estimated of 0.2215 per quarter from last year's numbers. But I think what I'm going to do, which I just thought about actually, I'm just going to use the last 4 payments, because the last year's December, it should be closer to this year's December, right? But most likely, the way it is looking as of right now is that this year's December is going to be much higher than last year's, because of the dividend growth that the SHD has been having this year, which has been very exciting, and is definitely awesome. So I think I'm going to update this number because this one is not real. In my Fidelity screen, it shows like over $140 in estimated yearly dividends. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to update it SCHD, VYM, and FXAIX with the last 4. That means including this year's third quarter, and then I'll just use last year's fourth quarter for each one of these, and then I'll update and I'll update the new estimated dividend for every quarter. These three right here, ETFs and index fund, they pay variables in dividends every quarter. So one quarter they pay one dividend, the next quarter they pay a different dividend. Like it could be less, it could be more. So that's why it makes it a little bit difficult to keep track. Unlike the other companies, like for example Johnson and Johnson, they pay $1.24 per share per quarter as of right now until they change or they give like a dividend increase. Then they change it and then they pay a different dividend, but for the following quarters. And as you can see, $544 in estimated yearly dividends. I totally forgot to mention the cash. Cash position right now is $391. I have the $40 that I'm going to use to buy Visa on Monday. And then I also have those $36 from the credit card points, which I'm going to use some of that to buy one more share of SCHD. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And let me give you a quick update on the growth portfolio actually before we go, which is this one right here. And as you can see, I made another $20 deposit. I got $80 in cash as of right now. Portfolio is at $1,692 in market value, in the green by almost 16%. Performance $229 in the green. As of right now, my Tesla position took a dip after the robo taxi event. I have not looked at it, so leave me some details. What did you like about that robo taxi event? That they presented, that Elon Musk presented. I saw some pictures and a few tweets on it. I saw the robo van, the robo taxi. Looked pretty cool actually. And then the robots also. The I forgot what was the name. Optimus, I think it is their name. But it looked pretty cool. I just gotta look at the details. I have to really watch the videos or maybe even watch a replay of the live. So that is something that I have to still look at it. But as of right now, my positions are still pretty much the same. VGT, FNILX, as you can see, my top two positions over 20% in performance as of right now. And Amazon too is over 20% in performance right now. I really want to buy some more Amazon with this cash. I just don't know when. I wanted to buy like under 170 on the 165, but it has ran up again into 188. I think I should still buy some, even at that share price, because I do believe it's gonna go up over $200, and in the future I think it's gonna go up even higher. Their businesses are growing so much. AWS. I saw Prime Video too. Like they're putting in new movies, just like Netflix. Netflix has been doing very very good, posting new content also. That's one company I should have bought a long time ago. And then Google also is another position, 10% in the green. This one I do have to buy more. It has been staying flat, like around in the 160s, in the low 160s. I do want to buy some more. So I kind of want to deploy some of this cash pretty soon, the $80. I'm kind of getting a little bit anxious, even though I'm trying to have as much patience as possible. Cash is only 4% of this portfolio right here, but I do want to deploy it pretty soon. But let's see. I'm gonna try to wait. I'm gonna try to be patient. All right. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave me in the comment section how many shares of SCHD did you get. I really want to see everyone's SCHD shares. I kind of want to make a spreadsheet and have all our shares like in there together, of whoever shares their share, how many shares they have after post split pretty much. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your due diligence and research before investing in the stock market. Thank you.